making my way down the side of my pyramid, trying to show y'all my custom caves. So, hey guys,
what's up?
Welcome to our second channel. This is called TC Games, but you know that if you're already here.
You are joined by the wonderful Tamika and also Caleb.
Yeah, so today we're going to do your basic world tour of my Survivor World. Caleb will be introducing his Survivor World later on down the line.
It's awful. I haven't finished my house yet. It's a lot.
Yeah, so let's get to it. Sword was in my mouth.
Everything's in your mouth. It's this giant dragon
Yo,
head.
this dragon head looks so horrible from this perspective.
And it opens and closes when you run.
Alright, so I'm gonna start by showing you guys what the house looks like from it. First of all, I built an auto smelter that's over there, and I have to put a building over it. I broke a tree.
In case you're wondering why there are leaves.
And they just won't go anywhere. So I have to manually break them. It's been a mini Minecraft day and night, and
many Minecraft moons.
Yeah, and they're still there, going strong. So that's what the house looks like from this perspective and from very far away.
It's got the Krusty Krab arch.
If you don't believe us when we say it has the Krusty Krab arch, then let me show you. Okay. And I'm still terraforming this world. I decided to make a Survivor world a couple months ago, and so this is the progress that we've made so far. But yeah, this is the side of the house, and I really like the detailing that I put in there. As I'm not like a super experienced builder, I was really proud of the immense detail of the house. And it's still not complete, but it's complete enough to where I'm happy to show you guys what it looks like.
There's a front, there's a back, there's so many windows.
Oh yeah,
as you can see.
It's completely elevated. This elevation is made out of pure slab, so there's no mob spawns. Don't worry about the scaffolding. While I was building, I made it and never really got rid of it. It's being held up even in the water.
Construction workers take forever, you know.
By the way, we are playing on Bedrock, so spawns are trash.
Yeah, if you see us get killed by drowns, it's not our fault.
Yeah, drowns will just out of nowhere swarm one area. But in this area, there's practically no spawns whatsoever.
You can put lights everywhere.
Literally everywhere, but they're starting to spawn a lot more now. I better pull out the toolie. Gotta keep that fang on me. But I don't even know what this is.
You got rid of all the animals.
Yeah, we used to have a farm here, and I might insert a clip showing you what this area looked like.
It was riddled with lag.
Yeah, because there were so many farms, so that's why we needed to make a barn. So yeah, that's why we needed to make a barn, and then we put our animals in there. So
we could just lit the whole barn on fire in case we were wondering.
Caleb has a really soft voice, so I'm not even sure if you guys can hear him, but we'll find out when we look at the recording.
The mic up, so hopefully, but who really knows?
But yeah. So let's do and I just built this house not too long ago, so it's not really done being decorated, but as you can see, it's a pretty good house, if I should say so myself.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how you can put trapdoors on anywhere and it's just okay?
Obviously, I'm not done interior decorating, and we were doing a little end should I say end escapade? That's not good, is it?
I don't see what's wrong with that.
Okay, our little end escapade, because usually
some end busting. Here's the kitchen.
Okay, so yeah, as you can see, the living room and dining room is not set up yet, but we do have What disc was playing, by the way?
13. It's awful. Please don't play it.
So,
Better than that other one.
the kitchen, however, is completely done. It's like a little cute, modest kitchen. We have some meat in a frame and a sword in a frame that's supposed to be like a little knife that we're preparing this meat. We have, this is where we're gonna be cooking our meat. We can choose to cook it in the auto smelter that's over there, but we're gonna probably strictly use that for ores or whatever.
Seems full of water.
This is the bread box, so we put stuff like chicken. I didn't know I had chicken and eggs in there, I swear. It was supposed to be a bread box, but yeah, so that's like the bread box, but I didn't have a place to put chicken, so. Beef, pork, chicken, well, uncooked chicken, mutton. We don't really eat mutton in this world. Cooked salmon will go there. Cooked mutton will go there. We don't really eat it. Cookies. This is where fruit items are, so I put watermelon in here, like apples.
To keep the golden apples elsewhere.
Potatoes, carrots, beets, mushrooms, just in case for some reason I want to make stew. And I keep the cooked beef and the cooked pork down here because it's a good food source, and I would like to be able to. I have a makeshift sink. So I didn't know it was typical. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know that people did this.
Get a nice tap, fill it with water.
Anyway, but yeah, I didn't know that people use the tripwire as like a tap for your water in the cauldron. And I was watching Waddles, like me and Caleb were watching a Waddles video, and he did it when building a house for Pam. So I was devastated. But we have some cooked beef. Right here.
It's always just cooking, smoking on the furnace.
And this is a pretty neat trick. You basically just place down a campfire, put crouch and kneel, put a smoker over it, put a hopper up and cover that hopper, and that hopper is going to keep the smoke from just clouding this whole room. It's gonna just diffuse the smoke. I think the hopper is sucking the smoke in. I really don't know, but if you don't have a hopper right here, it'll be tons of smoke everywhere. I don't know why it does it. But
yeah, this setup's pretty dangerous because we got a pork chop always cooking, and we got this smoking furnace.
Honestly,
it's not really safe, but it looked nice.
It looks nice. This is my the best Minecraft flower, hands down. I don't care what nobody say.
Allium?
Best Minecraft flower, hands down. Hands down.
I like the cactus in the pot.
I know what you're thinking. What's off in the distance? It's a pyramid that me, Caleb, and another friend that you guys are going to probably be meeting very soon built. It was fun to build, but we actually have to tear it down and increase the size of this thing because the inside is actually, dare I say, too small. These are all the shulker boxes that we'll definitely be going to use, as I have a lot of projects that are currently unfinished. I don't know how to turn the jukebox off. Is that
you've got to stop with this song?
You know what? I should have played Cat. That's what I should have played. I have to decorate the living room and dining room, but this is the upstairs of the house.
There's brown carpeting with some white trim.
Yeah, I really tried figuring out what would be the best option for this. I have to figure out what's gonna go here. Actually, let's just stick that there.
We'll figure that out.
I really don't know what we're gonna put there. Maybe another bookshelf. I don't know. But anyways, at any rate, you got some like cute trees and stuff. You got a nice painting. Got a nice painting right there. So this is the room that typically the friend that I was talking about that helped us build the pyramid, his favorite color is purple. So we kind of made this room for him. This is all the stuff he left here. The last time he was here, he left this stuff here. Okay, so Yes, and you can kind of see the smelter a little bit more here.
But it's got a nice big headboard.
But yeah.
Real nice and cozy.
Also, I figured out a real clever trick when building these rooms. Because I'm trying to get the most detail out of a very small space. And so what I came to realize was that I could use a trap door if I crouched and kneeled and at the right angle. You can place a trap door on top of a stair, and you get this thing where you can poke out of your room and talk to people through the thing, and it's really charming. So really liked it. The other plan was to put a pane there, but a pane, of course, doesn't go on top of a staircase, and it just ended up looking bad. But yeah, works for every room.
It'd be weird to have glass in all the rooms.
This room is yellow. Caleb's favorite color is yellow.
It is, in fact.
So I modeled the room after Caleb's favorite color, which is yellow. This room has a arm stand, and almost every room will have a shelf of some kind. So yeah, this is a shelf and like a little bookcase. I'm not really done with these rooms. I'm gonna have lamps and nightstands in here. So yeah, definitely am not done with these rooms, but they're done enough that people can live in them. So
real nice and cozy.
And it's cool because anybody who wants to come into the world, you know, if Donald's here, he can have a room, and there's an extra room here. And I'm gonna show you when we run out of room in the house, if I have more than, you know, 4 people on my server, there are beds elsewhere. Mm-hmm. You can sleep in them. Nice
Not
little jungle
nearly
set.
as cozy, but there are beds.
This is my room / our room. This is where me and Caleb sleep.
Mm-hmm.
These are my tools: Silky Pick, Diamond Daddy, Diggy Boy. Okay. Also, I know somebody's probably eyeing my experience. I had a rather unfortunate accident in the end.
Right when we were end busting that last time.
Mm-hmm. So, how we got all those shulker boxes? Yeah, on the adventure to getting them, I had a rather unfortunate accident.
Them shulker boxes came.
And yo, I lost a killer diller axe, but I'm trying to see if I have another axe somewhere. I'll have to find it. But this is a lot of the loot that we got from those. We got some obsidian there, gold, and rods. You know, the usual. But hey, we got a blast protection, mending helmet. That's gonna be the helmet that I use when I'm fighting the Wither, and respiration 3 helmet. I'm probably gonna be using that for the water temple, and I'll just give Caleb the armor that I was gonna plan on using. Okay, so we got a protection 3, unbreaking 3 helmet, a diamond chest plate, protection 4, thorns 2 really is disgusting to me. I'm gonna give these to Caleb because I don't like thorns 2.
I really don't see the problem with thorns.
Thorns 2 is trash.
It
Thorns
keep
is
them
trash.
at bay.
It do not. It does not. We have a blast protection, unbreaking 3 helmet, diamond helmet, unbreaking 3 banes of arthropods. I do have a spider farm that I'm gonna show you guys, and I might as well put this in my inventory because that's gonna go in there. But let's put this with the other CDs. Where do I keep my CDs? There we go. Do we already have a? We already have a disc 13. That's embarrassing. What's in here? Nothing. Okay, this is like my building shulker. I don't know if anybody else does this, but do you dye your shulker boxes to match
I mean, I guess
what you're working for?
You
This is
name
for
them.
tools and stuff, and I usually am gonna probably trek in that one. I'm probably gonna make a green one and trek with that one. This is for redstone, and this is for dirt, minerals, that sort of thing. We do have an attic. We do have an attic to this, and it looks oddly enough just like an attic would look.
Yeah, another nice section to hide it. Maybe keep a chest up with some nice pictures and memories.
You can really see that auto smelter right now, and I do have to put a building around it. It's gonna be a rather large building. It's, you know, a moderate building, a medium-sized building, and I'm gonna put other things in there. It's kind of like a blacksmithing house sort of thing. But I spent a lot more time on this house than I thought I actually would. Make sure you close the door.
I'll try. That was the best. That was the easiest time I've had with that.
So these won't be here. If you plan on sticking around, don't be like, hey, where's that chest at? It's gone. Once I actually decorate this whole place, none of this stuff will be here. This will all have a designated place. And speaking of a designated place, we do have a storage building. That green spherical building over there, that is the storage building.
Yeah, Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
But while we're over here, we should probably mention the AFK
Fishery.
fish farm. Now, I'm going to give you some exclusive info right now. If you have an AFK fish farm like us, this is the time to use it, because you won't be able to get stuff like this from them anymore after the Nether update. You won't be able to get enchanted fishing rods, enchanted bows. You won't be able to get any of that. Do we have any books in here? You won't be able to get enchanted books anymore. So if you want all that stuff, if you want to get this stuff at an efficient rate, I suggest, do we have any mending in here?
Go on down to the local fishery and buy yourself a couple tattered books.
I suggest you watch some form of
Magical
tutorial.
power.
Watch some form of tutorial. And figure it out, because as of the 1.16 update, you will not be able to AFK fish for anything but fish. You'll get fish and that's it. You'll have to figure out some weird mumbo silent whisper style build to get books while fishing, because
a lot of YouTube.
Yeah, you won't be able to.
In case you can tell, we watch these people.
Ouch. Now, I'm gonna take you on a tour of our first build. Now, this is the first build that I ever made. Caleb helped me with this build. When I start any Minecraft world, I don't want to worry about food at all. And I had this weird idea that I wanted to make a very, very large and very, very layered
Every
crop.
single row
Yeah.
is in 4s, and they go up to about 16, which is enough for a stack.
And
there's
so
3 layers of this building.
this was what I was using my iron for early game. Some iron doors, and this is what I was using all my cobble for. It was not easy filling in all of the space.
But we do it every time we harvest it.
Yeah, and it's very much so manual. It's manual. I had the idea to build this thing, and Caleb helped me bring that idea to light and to keep spawns in here at bay. We have some glowstone. You can clearly see it's an early build.
You can there's a lot of light.
You can see this is a very early build. This is what I was using my glass for.
I put down the cobble, she put down the glass. Really, really nice layer factory.
Well, we kind of put down the cobble together. See, this is layer 2. Second verse, same as the first. It's exactly the same as the level downstairs. Wheat, potatoes, carrots, beetroot. My favorite part of this build, though. Okay, please don't. Oh my god, I get caught in that thing a lot.
Yeah.
My favorite part of this build, and it's the same thing. In here, my favorite part of this build is the top. I still, even though this is a rather old build, the top of this build is so cool to look at. This is what you're gonna see when you get to the 3rd floor. You can see the sky. Oh, you can see the top of the. Yeah, well, wait, do I have a seed on me? Oh, you don't know. But you can see the top of the storage building, and like I said, carrots. What is it? Wheat, potato, carrot, and beetroot. This is the top of the build, and it was. Again, I'm not a well-versed builder, so when I built this thing, when we were putting in the work to build this thing, this was the coolest thing that I had ever done.
As you can see, this is one of the beds we were talking about.
You can sleep up here if you'd like. You can see the crop. It's just cool. It looks like a real farm. Yeah, you're right. We have to do some planning here. But it looks like
carrots
like
too.
Like a real farm. Oh wow, that's destroyed. Anyways, but yeah. So that was the first build of this survival world, and this will be my permanent survival world.
There's a ladder here, or you can just jump down.
If you don't make it, it's not my responsibility. The second build that I did was the enchantment building. I always wanted to have a cool enchantment building, and so that's what I did. I actually built this entire building myself. So I
just tuned back in and saw this masterpiece. Really.
And you know, to think that was my first build. Giant half slab with windows and cobblestone, you know what I'm saying, iron doors. And this
was the second.
Was my second build.
Come on around to the front.
So yeah, I'm just showing them the sides. This is the front. It's 3 stories high. And I like to keep all my builds in this world because it shows my growth. This is the build. It's very cool. It's very enchant. This is where I keep all of my redstone. This is where I keep all of my lapis. Don't tell nobody.
What is it?
This is where I'm keeping my wither skulls. Currently, I have not beat the wither yet.
It's a good thing bookshelves don't function as that.
It doesn't mean that I've never beat the wither yet. I'm playing on Windows 10, but I used to play on Xbox 360. And I'll probably be doing a tour of those worlds once we figure out how to do the console thing.
Yeah.
We'll do a tour of our old Xbox 360 worlds.
Set up Elgato, plug it in, and
our grindstone here.
Weird, but you know.
Grindstone here, and yes, I do have both. As of the 1.16 update, though, my bubble columns will break because they're not flowing water. I could break this, but then the water would flood out while I plant the kelp going up and break all my carpet, and I have to put it back down. But
we'll just swim up and down.
But yeah. And this is the second floor. This is the laboratory. It's where I do all my brewing. This was my favorite room. I remember watching Police Academy and doing this entire room. And this room looks amazing.
Very Halloween-y.
I really like it. The paintings are, I guess, fitting. This is where we do our brewing. You know, and this is where we keep. The empty bottles stay there, but then as you go down, you have water, and then you have all of the, other stuff. Are there arrows?
There are. Give me the arrows. I was supposed to craft and test things. Please. Thank you.
Did it hit me too?
Because I have thorns. I warned you about the
thorns. No, get out of here. Anyways, so this is where you keep regular unenchanted books, and then you dive right into the enchantments. I don't know why this is here. I'm gonna put that in the storage room. I don't know why these are here. Somebody that joined my world got bored and didn't want to go find the chest that it belonged in. But this is the rest of our enchanted books. You probably have some more lying around the place, but yeah.
Barrels upon barrels here.
This is all the ingredients for smelting. I plan on converting to blaze rods and kelp as my fuel source alongside lava buckets because coal is so limited.
Coal is last century, but the blaze rods, that's experience too.
Yeah, it's a lot of experience and both ways, getting blaze rods and
you gotta come up.
Oh, I completely forgot that I have a added to this place, and the attic doubles as our netherwort farm. So you got a pretty good view here of everything. You can kind of see the house from here. Maybe
the nice purple nightclub.
There is a window there, but you can't really see out of it. That's just for aesthetic purposes. But you can see the house from here, and I believe you can see what we're gonna tour next right there. If I could just, you can see what we're gonna tour next right there. You can kind of make out what that is. But on to my third. No. That's not my third build. My third build was the pyramid, so we're gonna go to that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get trapped. Aha! I've defeated you.
As you can see, it's surrounded.
Don't mind the floating blast furnaces.
Surrounded by bamboo. And a couple jungle trees.
Yes. Now there is a great story to this build that...
Just ignore it. Okay.
There's a great story to this. I placed every bit of sand you see by hand. By hand. This was my third build, so you can see how I'm gradually getting better at my building. My first build was that half slag with glass, glowstone, iron doors. This is the third build, and
Temple of Doom.
Yeah, that enchantment building was the second, so it only gets better as my builds, increase. The number of builds increase, my building skills increase. I planted these trees with my friend.
Got some vine growing down them for a nice farm. Villager. This wandering trader just spawned right before my eyes. I wish you could have seen.
What's his wares? Why would you think this far in I'd need beetroot? He does have blue ice. I might.
He hasn't seen the tour. He doesn't know you have beetroot.
I might cop. Anyways, so I planted every bit of bamboo that you see by hand.
It's like one of those samurai films where they're running through and fighting with their swords.
This is the pyramid, guys. I made these pillars. All you need to do is build your pillar upright, scaffold up, a dirt scaffold up, or bamboo scaffold yourself up. I have a lot of bamboo, as you can see, so I just use scaffolding. What you're gonna want to do is stick another rock in the middle and light it on fire. Now you have infinite fire, and at night it makes for a beautiful sight. And you can climb up this thing. Now it is absolutely massive, but it needs to be bigger for what my plan is for this building. And you guys are going to be on the journey with me as I do that. This is a great view. You get to pretty much see everything. I don't know what Caleb is up to down there.
Oh, well, you're doing your tour. I'm following along.
Trying to kill that wandering trader, aren't you? Anyways.
I haven't touched him.
Bamboo everywhere, as you can see. I did make custom caves for this area as well. So, making my way down the side of my pyramid, trying to show you all my custom caves. So, basically, it's kind of custom. You know, it goes down, the sand goes down. It's a different look. And I wish they made caves like this in Minecraft.
Yeah. Well, desert cave.
Yeah, and you know, the cool part about Minecraft is you can make what you want to see in the world. You can be the change you want. It's the game where no one can tell you what you can and cannot do. Alright. This one is kind of lackluster, but it stops like mid-tour. I'm gonna bring it down further in here. How far does this cave actually? You know what? I need to actually explore this cave. I don't know what's going on. I didn't know it went that far back. Honestly, it was an honest mistake. So and I definitely have friends to help with this pyramid, but then I ended up doing all the detailing myself. So I did this, I did the laying of the sand, I did the staircases going up the side, I did the pillars, the bamboo planting, the dead bushes, and all that. This is the inside. These are all of my pets, and they had to be relocated to the pyramid. Oh my gosh.
There's a skeleton hidden.
Is my dog dead?
No.
That's it. This guy's gotta go down. He's gotta pay for his crimes. Where even is he?
I see 2 of them, actually.
Oh, there he is. This is really a whole war.
We finally got him. We fought through the sugar cane.
I'm so embarrassed, but I could not see through all of this. I got some beef to heal my dog.
Poor little Max.
So, I have a bird. His name is Chartreuse. Like I fed my dog. But Chartreuse is a green parrot. I don't know. Her name's not popping up. Blue is my blue parrot. And if you recognize that spelling, it's kind of like the blue from
Foster's.
Yeah. And then you have Coco, who's a cockatoo. So, and we have this cow who defeated all the odds. I was having spawning problems. This cow just kind of spawned, and he didn't despawn. He just stayed. So
No, he is Matthew the Great.
yeah, he's Matthew the Great. And this is my dog Max, and he is cool, and I love Max. The idea for this pyramid was to have water flowing on each side, and as you walk in, you see the glowstone in the sand under the glass. There was going to be a bubble column shooting you straight through the middle, and the second floor would too be made out of glass. However, I've noticed that I don't have enough space to do exactly what it is that I'm trying to do, and therefore the pyramid has to be completely scrapped and rebuilt bigger. Yeah, so kinda sucks, but it also looks
the way for new things.
yeah. It's probably just gonna get built the same way I already have built it, but just larger because I do like the outside of the build. I might just double everything by 2. I don't know yet. This is how we get our source of brown dye and chocolate chips. This is the little auto smelter that we got here. I think you can use blast furnaces for this, and if that's possible, then this whole building would just be full of these things, and there'll be blast furnaces and smokers built with the same idea, and that way I can just have constantly cooked food on the go real fast.
By the way, I don't know if you guys have ever smelted coal ore. It's literally the best use of your time.
Please don't ever use coal to smelt coal ore. This is just to symbolize that you put whatever it is that you're smelting, usually it's going to be ore, in the minecart with a chest. You put your coal or whatever your fuel source is in here. It gets funneled through this system. When you turn the system on, it goes back and forth, smelting items, and then those items are funneled into here. If you don't like the noise, if you want it to be turned off, you turn it off, it makes its way back, and it stops. Currently, I'm smelting swords down, because I have a lot of
old iron swords.
Old iron swords that need to be smelted down, and they'll be smelted down in iron ingots, and I can use them to make more lanterns because torches aren't the prettiest. This is the original nether portal that I built. I don't really like the little encasing that I built for it, so we're going to probably break this portal and transport it elsewhere. I
Very
guess.
confusing work nether portals.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not showing off my world as I tried building another portal, built another one 1,000 blocks away, and then they linked up to the same place and a gas killed me. It was perfect.
Yo, so look, this is an early sweet berry bush farm. You put the slabs on top of fencing and you don't get pricked. And you can just collect,
steal all their delicious berry nectar,
and they drop. You collect them, and you don't have to deal with being destroyed. So here we have a sheep
The almighty sheep.
This is the almighty sheep.
As you can see, it has a halo.
It does. It has a beautiful halo, my friend. I'm gonna stop just saying my friend. Like, my friend Donald helped me. Well, not helped me. I never asked for this halo. But he felt the need to put a halo on top of this sheep. So that's the story behind it. How did I build the sheep? I really don't know. I just had the idea to put my sheep farm inside of a sheep, and that's where the idea of building a giant sheep came from. I needed it to be big enough to house the redstone and the farm.
Sheep has thick thighs, but they are hollow.
This is where we store all the wool and wool accessories at. I'm very proud of this build, as it was my first experience with redstone. This is the first time I ever used redstone in this world at all. The wool is funneled through here. Basically, you have a whole line of power rails. I know the thing needs to move really fast, otherwise things despawn if they're sitting there too long. But this is a hopper going in, 2 hoppers going into a double chest, a bunch of rails, a mine cart. Yo, does anybody have this experience where basically your minecart with a hopper just disappears or breaks? You have to make another one. But basically, usually, what would happen is, and I'm losing revenue right as we speak, because the minecart, I'm losing wool because, you know. But anyways, usually my minecart with a hopper would be going around, with a chest would be going around collecting all the wool that's dropped on this ground right here. And then when it drives over these hoppers, it drops off whatever's in the minecart chest and it goes directly into here. But my hopper seems to be broken. This is what the farm looks like. This is my wool farm.
Sheep of every color.
Sheep of every color. Sheep of every race and creed. No discrimination on this server. Not on my Christian server. Okay. Red, orange, yellow, green, followed by blue, indigo. Wait, what is it? Indigo and violet. That's a rainbow song for you.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Rugged.
But yeah, basically what happens. This for you, so you can come back here. And basically what has happened is a simple redstone line. You put a solid block, you put some redstone, you make sure there's some redstone on an observer. The observer observes the
grass
sheep.
block.
Yeah, it observes the grass block that the sheep is on. Now, when that grass block is eaten by the sheep, the observer detects a change. And there's a dispenser behind the sheep that are carrying, that should carry shears. Those shears will then shear the sheep. The wool will drop on the floor, and the mine cart that runs down there will pick up the wool and disperse it into that chest.
Rolls back, and then the sheep eats it again.
And it's so efficient. I have so much wool, I don't know what to do with it. I really don't. And I only built this so I can have an infinite amount of color blocks. Now, remember when I said, you know, if I have more than 4 people on my server, they can live here? This is a fully operable sheep. We have beds in here. I love how Caleb hates when I say that because it sounds like I'm getting a sheep and I can, like, operate it. I can't. What I mean is, inside the thighs of the sheep, this thing, there are beds in each one. And you can, you know, obviously there are doors behind each foot. And that means you can go in and you can sleep. And so it's kind of like an apartment, a farm, and a build all in one. It's kind of ridiculous, but hey. It's kind of ridiculous, but it works. And that was my 4th build, right? 4th build was a giant sheep. The 3rd build was a sheep farm. I think the very next thing that I wanted to build after the sheep was a giant chest. But in order to do that, I needed a lot of, what was it? No, not what is it? A giant chest. We ended up scrapping that idea, and I ended up building a storage facility. But let me pull out that thing, because this place ain't really that lit up.
Very Very dangerous creature.
Beautiful name, I know, Infinity Bow. Anyways, this is connected to a villager breeder. And when you go in here, basically the villagers from that breeder, I will push them through this portal and then they will come out over here. These are the villagers that...
A lot of dead villagers.
Whoa, wait, Caleb, did skeletons kill them?
Probably.
Wow, but how?
There's nothing really protecting them.
This is ridiculous. Anyways, we had a lot of villagers in here. On Bedrock, as you know, it's difficult to do anything. And I needed an iron farm because I needed a lot of iron.
As you've seen it adorn the builds.
And what would happen is when you have the right amount of beds and the right amount of villagers, what happens is the iron golem can't spawn anywhere but in this area. He's then taken over here, and then there's lava on top of these signs. The lava burns him, and his iron is sent down through a funnel system. If you can see that hopper there, it goes directly into that chest. Up there, that's where the iron golem dropped from, and the water is, it filters him down here, and that's what happens. On Bedrock, though, everything is malfunctioning, and it never seems to work but for so long. So I completely dismantled it. As you can see, the lava is no longer there because I came over here and was attacked by nearly 8 iron golems. If you hit one of these villagers, they will all spawn and automatically be angry at you. I don't know why they do it. It's ridiculous. I'm like, hey bro.
They still attack her to this day.
But I built this villager head to signify that this was the iron farm. And it doubles as a trading hall. But I think I'm just gonna scrap the idea. Maybe when the Nether update comes, it'll be easier to do it.
Next would be the storage build, correct?
Yes, I think next is the storage build, but I did place all these. I needed a whole bunch of spruce. Let me tell you how dumb I am. I needed a bunch of spruce early game because I wanted spruce for a lot of things, which is dumb because that build over there, the barn, is the only build that has spruce as the main block. But anyways, I needed a lot of spruce, and I couldn't find a spruce forest. Well, guess what? You see those spruce trees off in the distance? It's an entire spruce biome, basically, back there. I don't know. It's a taiga biome, and so there's a lot of spruce in it. I felt like a dummy. I really did. But who wants to travel that far? So I still get a lot of use out of this thing.
So as you can see, a lot of black terracotta, even though it's not really black.
Yo,
Just
what is
really
up with
dark.
that? Black terracotta is the brownest block in the game.
It's called black terracotta because you mix black into terracotta, thus making it darker terracotta.
So this is the black terracotta that we're talking about. If this is not brown to you, you need eye help, and that's coming from somebody who's legally blind in their left eye. So
Now, Tamika and a lot of other builders like to do this mixture of blocks to show like wear and tear on the build. I never understand it. I mean, I kind of get it, but you know, also I just kind of like making my build as neat as possible and new and nice. But it does give it a feeling.
It gives it a cool feeling, like it's not just a desolate Minecraft world. It adds character to it. Now, this build is one of my favorite builds. This would be build number 5. This storage building.
Here's the front door. It's an iron door, 9x9, and it's powered by redstone. It doesn't always work the best. Not exactly sure why, but Bedrock.
Yeah, Bedrock breaks this door. I love how it was working perfectly, but now that we're recording, Bedrock has a lot of bugs. I always have to place a repeater back down for this door to work, and sometimes I don't, and it just corrects itself. Like that! What was that?
That was fine, but, you know...
There!
Yeah, there you
go. The door
fully
is
closed.
Fine now. The door is fully closed. This is what it's like when it's fully closed. This was my second bout with redstone, and I'm absolutely proud of myself. The redstone is encased in this thing. You will not be able to see it at all, and the rest is underneath the ground. Alright, so when we open this magnificent door,
it closes right. I mean, opens right.
the redstone is all in there.
Yeah. As you can see, more bubble columns. And,
Bubble columns are the way to go if you have a large build but not enough space for a staircase. We don't really, well, at least for me, I don't build a lot of wide builds a lot, and therefore I never have a lot of space for staircases. So bubble columns look cool. They add aesthetic to your builds, and they are a fast form of transport in Minecraft. So why not use them? This is the first level of the storage building. I have this weird art gallery thing going on here.
Some wood, stone. As you can see, these are all the wood blocks that get mainly used, and we have some miscellaneous over here.
Most stone blocks and sturdy blocks go here. These are all the blocks that I currently have in my possession. All the brick is here. The brick is, and then you get it. You can see.
Got a crafting bench in the middle, also with a little stone cutter just in case.
Yeah.
Really chopping me up right now, but I feel fine.
You know what, Caleb? No puns. I would hit you, but you have thorns.
It's not a pun. It's chopping me to pieces.
All wood variants and types. Second floor.
Why does every item in Minecraft go sort of top right?
Here's the problem. I don't really know. But here's the weird thing. You're shot up to the first floor, and you never stop at the second floor. So in order to get to the second floor in this building, I have to literally go to the first floor and then go down. This is the second floor. Cool blocks, and our finances will be stored here.
Yeah.
I'm kind of embarrassed to show you my diamond pile, but I will. It's not much diamonds, but...
People just starting off the world. Ready to jump off the tallest bill they have.
So, this is not much diamonds, but when you see my armory, which is on the top floor, you will know why there's not many diamonds in there.
As you can see, we've used it wisely. We're fully decked out.
Yeah, this is not a lot of iron either, but that's gonna change soon.
Iron gets used a lot as well.
That's gonna
gold,
change soon.
However. Gold.
We have a lot of gold.
Maybe make some gold.
Because you don't use gold for nothing. Except
golden apples.
Yeah, except golden apples and golden carrots. And
pressure plates.
Well, I don't know. I never use it for pressure plates, but...
Some redstoners out there, you get the redstone signal,
I guess, but, in the new Nether update, you'll be able to use gold to barter, and you might get netherite and cool stuff like that. If you're a speedrunner, you could barter with them, and you might get obsidian from them. You might get ender pearls from them. It's really cool to think about. This is like an ore collection. It's like an ore collection, so all the ore actually I have.
And now it's all complete, except for the next update, where we'll add one more space.
We'll add 2 more spaces up there. One for the nether gold ore.
And ancient scraps.
And ancient scrap will go right there. And then I'll be done. But, as you can see, gold, iron, diamond. We do have quite a bit of emerald. Saddles. This is for the redstone. This is, I'm not going to go through all that. It's a storage building. This is where everything is stored. You kind of get it. This is all the terracotta. This is all the white blocks in the game. I tried to store all the white blocks together. I know bone is right here, but other than that, all the white blocks are right here, and then you have the colored blocks, dare I say, here. And then this is for clay. All that good jazz. Okay, going all the way up, this is my armory. This is my armory, guys. This is my armory. Love, love, love
the view.
The view up here.
With Whoopi Goldberg.
Caleb. No! Okay, so, yeah. It's a cool view. This is going to be the Wither boss armor. This is going to be the water temple armor that I use to take the water temple. I have 2 hearts of the sea, so it's not gonna be difficult to just make a conduit, and I have tons of shells already, so it's like, what? Conduit? Who? Anyways, I still have tons of these things. They keep coming, and they keep on dying. This place is littered with illager banners.
Yeah.
As you can see, I got some tools going, but you know my main tools are in the house. I need to make some shears, like pronto stat, but I'm pretty stacked on arrows. Once you get infinity enchantments, you don't really need arrows unless you want, like, what is the bow you...
Mending bow?
Yeah, if you want a mending bow, then yeah, you need arrows, but I don't really see...
You can just stick another bow inside the bow, so might as well keep an infinity bow.
Yeah, but eventually you can't do that.
Why not?
Too many enchantments, or you've used the anvil too long. They won't let you do it.
I'm pretty sure bows are pretty light with that.
Nope. These are... Oh yeah, by the way, man, if you plan on Bedrock, when the Nether update comes, you will not be able to get a lot of drops for Trident. So please,
way less on.
if you can build a drown farm now, I suggest you build a drown farm. I'm gonna be building a drown farm soon in this world. I'll probably record it and upload that for you guys to see. But drown farm so you can get yourself a lot of tridents before they nerf it, and then you're getting nothing.
Yeah.
I don't use crossbows. I have no want or need for them, but I do have 3 in this world because I probably burned the others. These are all the bows that I have.
Probably disenchant a few of those.
I only kept the
Get
ones
some
with like
levels.
mending or infinity on them. Or, you know, like a cool enchantment. Other than that, I don't really care for it. These are the swords. It's lackluster. I know I have to put some iron swords in here. I have to put some diamond swords in here. But this stuff is really for guests when they come.
Yeah.
It's not really for me.
As you can see, even the guests have their rooms with stuff.
Yeah. I pride myself on how much chain armor I get. I'm trying to enchant all of this chain armor over here and then have just a regular chain armor set. And it's kind of what I'm doing in this room. You have a regular iron set, you have a regular gold set, and then you have an enchanted gold set, and you have an enchanted iron set eventually, and it's cool. But I do have an enchanted diamond set over here too. So I forgot to show you guys the spider farm, which is where this sword is going.
Big enough what?
And then
Specifically for killing spiders, which is a very odd enchantment.
My dumb self done jumped in. Anyways, so look, if you come over here, you see where those 3 torches are set up all nice? Yeah, you're gonna go down, you're gonna hit a turn like boom. You see that redstone? Keep going. You're gonna hit a turn like boom, hit another turn like yeah. What are you doing here?
He came back to give you your ice.
Yo,
Yeah, there he goes with that ice again.
how is a jungle sapling more than blue ice? This better be packed ice. I promise you. It's blue ice.
Packed ice.
It's packed ice? Okay. It's packed ice. Okay. You head up here. Then you hit a turn right here. You see that redstone? When I was first building this thing, I knew I might get lost, so I set redstone to be able to find my way. You make a turn here, more redstone. Then you come through here, go up. Then you know these 4 cobblestone let me know that I'm close. You hear that? Those cows? That is the barn. It's right above this, so I hope it doesn't mess with rates. This is where I'd be putting all the string if I didn't use it all up at some point. But this is the new Banes of Arthropod 5. You will get some skeletons sometimes. If you put your settings on hard, you get more rates that way. You get better rates when it's on hard. But you know, they die 1 hit. You don't have to worry about none of that. They die in like 1 hit. And that's basically the end of the tutorial for this build. It's your simple spider farm. You can find a tutorial on this thing, I'm pretty sure, anywhere. So I'm don't know where Caleb's going. But, you know, you go this way, you make a turn, you see the... Why does this spit find you, no matter where you are? I was about to turn the corner, and the drone was just like... Hey. Okay. And now, you know, Caleb needs to find a bed to sleep in because I'm gonna sleep in the barn.
I found the bed.
There's so much in here that should not be here, and I'm just sick of it. They just spawn in there. I'm so tired of it. Just go. Anyways, nothing is supposed to be in there. I got...
That's my donkey.
I'm gonna try... I know it's your donkey.
His name is Jeremiah Gutwall.
Jeremiah Gutwall. That's a horse stable. You come along here. The idea I got for this chicken coop is very simple, and it blends nearly seamlessly in with the grass. You put a bunch of hoppers under there, and those hoppers funnel into...
What have you done?
Those hoppers funnel into this system right here. I'm already full, and I built this not even that long ago. But yeah, and then I just put all the eggs in there. That's how I store them. So yeah, and I can put eggs in there. This is how I feed them. I just literally put... Oh yeah, and I got the idea for using barrels for detailing from this guy as well. So yo, what was that all about?
I was trying to throw them into the pen.
No, cause yeah. Anyways, gonna attack me. Y'all saw that? Pig pen. These are the pigs. They're cute. Wholesome. I love them. The cows, however, they are a special case.
Yeah, they're
So they don't...
It's like those farms you see in real life, you know?
So they don't escape. I put them in a 2 deep hole. That way they don't jump out when I go in there to feed them or do anything else. Now, I got these things a while back. Why are there chickens in here with them?
A bunch of skeletal horses just sort of popped up.
Well, not really popped up out of nowhere. They were just... well, yeah. But, But there. So basically what happened was the light struck the ground. These things appeared. When I went to go towards them, a bunch of skeletons fully decked out in armor and swords, they came. And I had to fight them. When I fought them, these were still walking around. So now they're mine. They do not slow down in water, so I use them when I don't feel like walking and trekking. But now that I have a full nether system, I don't really need to use horses, and I just have them for the aesthetic look of having a cool barn that has horses in it. While Caleb suffocates himself to death being a fool,
Pretty alright.
I'm gonna I don't know, that's it. The plan for this series is that you'll be on a journey with me to making my world the best it can be. The very next build will be the blacksmithing building, so you get to watch me build that, and an exploration video, because I need to decide which direction I'm gonna travel in for the nether update, so that I can build my portal and be somewhere in the nether I've never been before. So that's what's up next. Anything you want to say, Caleb?
I miss Melissa.
Is it me, or did y'all not see him zoom past me? Melissa is over there near that bush.
Oh. Yeah.
Y'all saw that, right? Anyways. Okay, so...
Melissa's return.
yeah. You'll be seeing more of us. You'll be seeing more of this channel. You'll be seeing more content on this channel, so please like, share, comment, subscribe.
You'll be seeing more Melissa and maybe some Dave.
But yeah, so it's been get out of my mouth. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to, giving y'all the tour of my world. You know what I'm saying?
I'll try to snapshot the Steam library and send it to you guys.
I would definitely
If there's any games on there you want to check out.
Mm-hmm. So our Steam library, we'll be sharing our Steam library with you guys, so that you can be up to date with some of the games that we're playing and some of the games we're going to be bringing to the channel.
Yeah.
And if you want to go over to our first channel, you can do that, but it's very different from this. It's not going to be us playing. It's serious conversations being had, and we don't want for people who just want to enjoy, watching somebody play games, playing along with somebody, having to hear politics or having to hear like social philosophy.
If you want to hear that, then great, but we're not gonna force it.
Yeah, we don't want to force that on anybody. So there is that. So yeah, that's all.
This is us signing off, signing